Man, the world is like pretty veiled in darkness these days. Maybe we should wait for 4 warriors with a bunch of circles and stuff. Hello, Dagger and Wayne and Rogue Effect. I see you being voiced second and Thoid in the chat. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is Final Fantasy, and we, I think, are gonna stick with this terrible party order because, like it says in the chat, if I get any donations, not only am I gonna do shoulder shrugs today, but if you donate $10, you get to choose my party order. And you know what? I don't think I'm gonna change it just because it's a new stream. Last episode, Nick DeFrenchie was like, put the black mage first and the white mage second. So I think I'm keeping it. Sammy the Tanuki, Nicholas D. I'm sad today. A little KarmaJolt will cheer me up. Hey, I hope it does, Nicholas D. I love you very much. Stitch Pilot. New game, who dis? No, this is an old game, dude. This is Final Fantasy 1, Avis. Okay, now that we have the Mystic Key, I can definitively show you. Let's go talk to that invisible NPC. So there is an invisible NPC here, and like, I don't think it's an Easter egg. I'm pretty sure it's a glitch. Oh, so you're the Light Warriors. And I could have sworn he said other stuff throughout the game, but maybe he just says that one thing. Or maybe she says it, I don't know. They, them? But I've been told that that NPC there is invisible because they're on the incorrect layer. So like in this game, when you enter a room, the NPCs outside of that room will disappear, and then the ceiling will get ripped off of that room, and then suddenly you'll be able to see inside it. Like, look, this guy here will disappear. No, he doesn't. Never mind. I feel like that's a thing that happens in other rooms. Okay, I was misinformed. Alright, long story short, I was told that you'd be able to see the NPC if you walked into this room, but I guess you still can't. So maybe it is an Easter egg. Or maybe it's just a glitch that wasn't properly explained to me. But either way, there is still an invisible NPC in that room who just says, so, you are the Light Warriors, and like, you can interact with him. It's not very exciting. But you can, like, bump into him. He does block your progress. Excuse me, man. I'm trying to talk to this invisible guy. Yeah, he's still here, though. So yeah, still not really sure if that's a glitch or an Easter egg, but it's a thing in this game, Freg. Their dialogue changes throughout the game. Does it, though? Like, what else does he say? Christopher Smack. 1, 2, Black Mage is blue. 3, 4, Suck My Floor. 5, 6, Swizzle Sticks. 7, 8, Karma is great. 9, 10, I'm gay. Christopher Smack? Neat. Anyway, Alex A, what's going on? Does he have a gold tooth like the guy you can't see in Earthbound? I don't know. He won't tell me. Anyway, last we left off... Oh! I've got some explosives, Karnoth. Welcome back. Be careful is the item description on this TNT. He must say KarmaJolt is great to his friends. I bet he does. The problem is he's only got one friend, and that friend is like, yeah, I know. I'm already watching KarmaJolt streams. But before I, like, do anything, let's go spend this money on a level 4 spell, Rogue Effect. Monsters strike first. Oh, it's the Kaizokus. Or is it Kaizoku? Yeah, I've been told that the plural of Kaizoku is Kaizoku, which just means pirate in Japanese, although it's spelled incorrectly here, technically. Explosives, says Freg. Yeah, you're that kind of teammate in Team Fortress or some game like that. I was never good at like Halo or Counter-Strike, but I do feel like I was pretty good with grenades in those kind of games. I already know. I already watched KarmaJolt. Oh, you already knew what I was going to say. That's it, Straw Hat Brian. Welcome to the internet. Guess whose birthday is in 4 days? Sammy the Tanuki. It you? I played engineer in TF2. Freg? I never really played that game, but it seemed cool. Anyway, let's go to Elfland. And spend some money. So, like, what kind of magic do I need? I could still use one more level 3 spell for my friend Asim, but, like, what is there to get? I'm gonna look up the Final Fantasy Explorer's Handbook to see what the Hodl spell does. Sorry. So, similar to sleep, the enemy becomes comatose. Does not work on some enemies. That seems nice, but what about Lock 2? More powerful Lock 2... I'm sorry, so Lock 2, according to the instruction manual, says more powerful Lock spell. Works on entire enemy party, making them easier to hit. Well, that's pretty good. That seems neat. Let's get it. I'm gonna buy it for my Black Mage. Spoilers, it's bugged. Hold spell doesn't work, period. Neither does Lock 2. Oh my gosh, frag. Yeah, so many spells in this game just don't do anything. But, yeah, now that Kobe has a level 4 spell charge, let's get him the fast spell, because that is probably the best spell in the game. Boom. Karma, help me with a thing. Pick a number between 1 and 10. 1. Nicholas D. Wait. I have one level 3 spell, but no level 4 spells for my white mage. The thing is, though, like, there aren't too many level 4 spells that are particularly good. These two are worth getting later in the game when you have a ton of money. This is arguably useful, but, like, you might as well spend less money to get, I don't know, like 30 or 40 pure potions, and that'll be more than you'll ever need. Yo, Nicholas D with the cool 10 Swedish krona. Hey, thank you so much. For the cool approximately $1. Should have chosen a bigger number. Hey, I appreciate you, though. Let's reset that reps counter. And we're doing double reps today, so we got 2 shoulder shrugs to go. Everyone spam the D in the chat. Anyway, let's, I still can buy a level 3 spell, so let's do that. D, says AQ. Thed, says Avis P. Ved. Hey, appreciate y'all. Thank you, Nicholas D. Let's, buy the... Oh, wait, Harm 2 is awesome. Actually, all of the level 3 spells are good. Does my red mage still have room for a level 3 spell? Yes, they do. Let's check something here. So what can Kobe learn? Okay, so the red mage can't learn any iteration of the harm spell. They can learn a fur. They can't learn heal, but they can learn cure 2 and a fur. I'm gonna actually have Kobe learn a fur at some point, but let's get harm 2 for Pip. D! W Magic the Gathering is right, Weddy Eddie. Heal is correct. Yeah, and I just bought my Black Mage the Lock 2 spell. Apparently the Hold spell is bugged and does nothing, but the Lock 2 spell, unlike the Lock spell, actually does have a chance to hit enemies. The problem, however, is even though the Explorer's Handbook says that the Lock 2 spell is supposed to hold an enemy in place, it actually does nothing of the sort. So instead of lowering an enemy's evasion, it actually increases an enemy's evasion when it hits. So it makes the enemy harder to hit. There's no real way to properly show this off, unless I do, like, a lot of testing. But I do appreciate that the text, when you land that spell, says, easy to hit. I wonder if it stacks. Let's try Lock 2 again, and then try to hit this guy with physical attacks, and see if we miss over and over. Good watching you, even for a little bit. Good luck and have fun. Yo, Karnoff, appreciate you. Thanks for showing up. All right, let's Lock 2 one more time. I don't know if it stacks, but according to a lot of different sources, the Lock 2 spell actually increases an enemy's evasion. Okay, so I've cast Lock 2 on him, I think 3 times at this point, and I'm out of charges. So let's try to hit him and see if he's, like, super dodgy now. Alright, I hit him there. Hit him once. I don't seem to be missing. Of course, that could have just been luck. Oh yeah, let's re-equip our good weapons here, by the way. I'm messing around so much. Unlock 2 is right, Freg. Ogre want a girlfriend. You think so, Weddy Eddie? I think that guy's fine. He's like, I don't know, I got a big old stick. I got a club, that's all I need. Yeah, smash! Alex Allen. Can't be luck, that stat doesn't work either. At one point in the game, like, I guess what's supposed to happen is, if you have the ship and you, like, haven't played this game before, you might sail around and find out, like, oh, I'm a little bit landlocked in this area, right? There's really no way to escape this big old sea that's in the middle of the map here. Until we visit our friends, the dwarves, Oakley the Needle. Who live down here, I'm pretty sure. Grr, wolf. Let's hit him with the fire. Dan said hi. Hey, welcome. I used to play this game with my friend Dan when I was in elementary school and middle school. I see what you did there. Nicholas D, what are you talking about? Anyway, I'm glad you showed up to my channel to watch me stream this game. Speaking of channels, what we're about to do here is blow up part of the dirt and make a canal that will allow us to access the other oceans. I used to play this game in elementary school too, says Dan. Maybe you're the same Dan. And if so, welcome back to life. He would have loved that joke. Hooray, says this dwarf. Don't you mean lally-ho? That's what all the dwarves say in other Final Fantasy games. Did you meet Smith, our blacksmith? Not yet, I just got here. With the crystal, even the blind can see. Asto stole it from Matoya. Oh, okay, I guess you're supposed to get a hint about that from this guy here. For the Light Warriors, I will make a truly legendary sword. However, my supply of adamant is exhausted. No, that's just an unusable sample. Yeah, no, I see that it's unusable because it's the size of me. Probably wouldn't be able to wield a sword like that until Final Fantasy VII, am I right? JR! Welcome. Wow, dark humor. That escalated quickly. No, Nicholas D, yeah, no, I'm talking about my friend Dan B, who passed away at the beginning of 2023, and honestly, he would have loved that joke. He would have been like, ha! He was a good dude. Not necessarily like a dark humor kind of guy, but he would have lolled at that. The Earth is rotting slowly from the west. Yeah, because there's like a nuclear power plant there. Or there's like an AI facility or something that's just like draining all the resources. That sound? Narek is digging a canal. I mean, it's Nobuo Uematsu on the music track. The bracelet can protect you like armor. I love that he talked a symbol at me there. FF1 and 14 are the ones I know. Might be more, but not sure, says Zantser. Welcome. With the crystal, even the blind can see. Asto stole it from Matoya. Yeah, maybe I need one of those, huh? I guess I didn't realize there were treasures in here. I guess I took this guy's money. Yo, there's a chair? Let's hang out with this dude for a minute. Yeah, Freg, so I'm used to the NPCs disappearing elsewhere, but maybe it just doesn't work in Corneria. That might have something to do with that invisible NPC, so good call on you for pointing that out. Dwarves can see in the dark. So can cats and, dudes with a flashlight. Or as the British call it, a torch. That sounds pretty dope, isn't it? I'm looking for the floater. I'll bet with it I could float anything. I got some floaters, actually, according to my ophthalmologist. There's a BioShock movie in the works. I never got into that series. Sammy the T. Death 13, a stand from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, also says Lally Ho. Really? Yeah, there was a dark elf in FF4, wasn't there? In that part of the game where, like, you go into the cave and you can't use any metal equipment, right? I see what you did there. Oh my gosh, Rogue Effect. Eye jokes. Nothing cornier than that. Oh, wonderful. Nice work. Yes, yes, indeed. This TNT is just what I need to finish my canal. Now, excuse me while I get to work. Well, you can't spell canal without... Never mind. Let's go in here. Oh, I actually think you can't open this room until you have the Mystic Key. And there's some goodies in here. There's a cabin, an iron helmet. JR, let's not talk about it. Let's give this iron helmet to Bork, who currently has 33 absorb, 33 evade. I have to imagine you can't wear an iron helmet and a wooden helmet at the same time. 35 and 31. Alright, more absorb. The fighter is just so good. Yeah, then you get the dragon sword, which I think is the best weapon for a thief. Until much, much later in the game. I think until his class change, which, spoilers, there are class changes in this game. Let's look at the stats, though. 31 and 40 damage and hit percentage from the silver sword for Kobe, my red mage. But if I were to give him the dragon sword... Is that right? 31 and 40? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm giving it to Bork. Okay, sorry. 33 and 52 are the stats on Bork. With the dragon sword. It is the same thing as the silver sword with 4 less damage. Am I seeing that right? 37 and 52 to 33 and 52. Okay, so the dragon sword isn't like awful. It's almost comparable to the silver sword. But it's the best weapon that the thief can get for like a really long time, which makes it kinda bad. ADT, what's going on? Alex Diaz-Tus. Welcome. I got a wooden hat. That mage sure is red. That's right. Ooh, I got silver armor. I actually think Kobe can equip this. Let's give it to Bork for a second, just to look at some numbers, because I love numbers. I'm sorry, everyone. 35, 31 for the iron armor. 29 and 46. That's pretty good. Oops. Not as much defense, but it still gives good evasion. Okay, so what about on my red mage? 17 and 46 are the stats now. 20 and 53. That's like... Okay. The chainmail that you get at the beginning of the game is a darn good piece of armor for a long time. Like, we got to level 10. We got this far into the game before I replaced that chainmail on my red mage. And by the way, the chainmail, you buy it from the first armor shop in the game, right at the very beginning of the game. And it serves Kobe pretty well until I got the silver armor, which has slightly better stats. Metal Man. I found house in a treasure chest? Guess I should try again, says Rogue Effect. What are we talking about? Nicholas D, what are we talking about? Gouda Guy, I see you. So yeah, silver armor, probably the best armor that the red mage is gonna get for a really long time here. Whole damn house in a box. Yeah, Straw Hat Brian, the Explorer's Handbook says that, like, the tents and the cabins and the houses are items that fit in your pocket, and then you throw them, and then suddenly they're like, poof. Well, it doesn't explain that much. But maybe I can find the page here where it explains how the items work. I do, again, have the instruction manual, which is called the Explorer's Handbook. And right here, there's a page about the items. House, even better than the cabin, the house will allow you to save your game and recover a lot of hit points, HP, and magic power, MP. And here's what it says about the tent. A magic tent that you can keep in your pocket. It can be used to save your game and to recover some valuable hit points, HP. So yeah, I guess you just keep it in your pocket. I don't know. They don't explain anything else about it. As Lexi Wolf donates a cool $10 saying, KarmaJolt, me and Brother Wolf love you. Keep being amazing. Yo, Admiral Briggs, is that right? Lexi Wolf, thank you so much. And Brother Wolf. Everyone put a wolf in the chat for the lady, the legend, the wolf, Lexi Wolf. I was gonna stream Breath of Fire 2 tonight, but my Switch was being weird. So I was just like, F it, this game's already set up, I'm doing it. Ryan K. I'm not gonna read that comment. Yes, you remember him. This 5 is from him. Lexi Wolf, what 5? You're a 10. My son's Switch just stopped working. Dagger? Dang it, that's a shame. Anyway, so, oh my gosh, Lexi Wolf with a cool $5 saying, Brother Wolf. Everyone spam more wolves for the cool $5, and you know we're doing double reps today, so we got 32 shoulder shrugs to go. I wonder where Genevieve B is. I think she might be busy. But hey, we gave a dwarf some explosives, which is always responsible to do. And now we can, like, go to other places. I'll show you. I'll show you, L6. Speaking of wolves, I got, like, kind of attacked by a dog when I was out jogging earlier. That was, like, maybe an hour ago, hour and a half. But, like, I was running down by the school, and there are fields behind the school where there's, like, a bunch of kids playing soccer, like, they had a soccer practice, right? So there's a bunch of parents waiting for them. As Gouda Guy donates a cool $14.99 Australian US dollars saying cheese but longer. Hey, everyone put the cheese in the chat for Gouda Guy. Thank you so much. That's about 10 US dollars. We suddenly got 52 shoulder shrugs to go. Oh no, did it bite you? Sirefly, like, it wasn't incredibly aggressive, but it did jump up at me and, like, it put its pawsies on me, and it had some claws, you know? I think it tried to bite me, but I dodged. But I do have, like, a tiny dot on my head. Like, it's not like a huge injury, but there was a little bit of blood. He got me through my clothes. So for a minute I was concerned, but, like, I came home, washed it up. Seems like it's gonna be fine. But, like, also, I just feel like I know animals are unpredictable, but pet owners should also realize that too, you know? I was just jogging behind them and this dog suddenly turned around and, like, that was my impression of the dog. I hope that's not offensive to dogs. Yo, Dagger with the cool $8.50. Saying nice. Yo, everyone put the daggers in the chat. I know exactly why you did that, because look, now we suddenly have 69 reps to go. Hey, Dagger, thank you so much. Since it drew blood, you should take an anti-rabic shot. Oh, Zancer. Even if it just clawed me, like, through my shorts, like, it got me through my shorts. I had 2 layers on, obviously. But it didn't, like, pierce my clothing, you know? But hey, now that we gave that guy a bomb, he, like, blew up this little canal here, and we can go straight through it. Oh, look at this! There's a town on the other side! With, like, a lot of swampy marsh around here. This is why cats are superior. Oakley the Needle? Yeah, I always prefer cats. They're a lot less work. Karma, win more BOF2. Lexi Wolf? I want to do it tomorrow around, like, 4 or 5. Before Genevieve B shows up. Because she's coming over after work. So probably before she shows up. That is, if I can get my Switch to work again. Less work, more judgment. Yeah, Ryan K, I can handle it, though. Yeah, so this town, L6, is called Melmond. And oh my gosh, there's a lot of tombs around here. You're supposed to show up to this town, be like, oh my gosh, this place looks like it's in bad shape. Like, all the grass is dying, and all the people are dying. So many tombs around here, but, like, the music kind of doesn't get that point across. Like, it still sounds like a happy place, since it's got, like, the regular town music. But I think you're supposed to come here and find out, like, oh man, this place is in bad shape. This town was invaded by the vampire. The clinic was destroyed and the town was cursed. The floor is made of sponge. That's gotta be it. You sure you want to do all them shoulder shrugs? You keep rubbing your neck already. You good? Yeah, Dagger, I've had, like, chronic neck pain since 7th grade, and I'm not gonna let that keep me from getting gains. I'm a farmer, which is kind of hard now that the land has been destroyed. Gotta love a good famine story. Jen B alright? Alex Allen? Yeah, I think she's just busy tonight. Sarda does not fear the evils of the cave. That's Sardo. No mister. Accent on the dough. So just a FYI, says Lexi Wolf, I applied for an office job to get out of driving trucks, and I'm home for a few days sick with COVID. Oh, it sucks so much. I feel like I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh, Lexi Wolf. I'm so sorry. Everyone spam more wolves and then some other emoji that will help Lexi Wolf recover. Speaking of which, ADT with the cool $10 saying, gotta run, much love. Hey, thank you so much. Everyone put an ADT in the chat as well. Wow, thank you so much for the generosity, everybody. Appreciate you. Metalman200 says COVID blows. Yeah, honestly, I do really feel like it affected my memory in a way that I don't appreciate. So many reps already. Yeah, Sirefly, I should get on those. If the orb of the earth begins to shine again, the earth shall revive. This guy seems to know a lot about orbs. Aces! I'm Jim. I love that his name is just Jim. That's a dwarf name, right? My home is the dwarf village, but I am here investigating. Maybe he's not even a dwarf. He's just, that's where he lives, is the dwarf village. So he adopted their culture, and he's got dwarf clothes and a dwarf beard. Pass through the Titan's tunnel, then south to find Sarda the Sage. Ah, this must be the clinic that got destroyed, huh? In the northern world, there once was a prosperous civilization, but now it is ruins. What is it talking about there? They say the ancient people used a stone to make their ship float. Jim, son of Bim. This man knows how I like BOGO sales here. Dagger? Appreciate you. Oh, I can get a falchion, or falcon, as it's called here, or a long sword. I don't think any of these are necessary to buy right now. The iron staff, you can give that to the black belt character. Let's see if Pip can equip it. I doubt it's better than what we have. So, Pip has the the silver hammer. Damage 18, hit 20. This is worse, right? Oh, wait, I already had one anyway. Why did I buy that? The dwarf swam there. L6? Probably. Maybe he got a boat. Ah, there is some really good armor you can buy around here, though. The steel armor. Oh, and you can get silver bracelets. And an iron thingy. Yo, Dagger sent 5 KarmaJolt gift memberships. Oh my gosh, Dagger. Thank you so much. Put more daggers in the chat, everybody. M. Alexander. Telecritter78. Dark Matter 4159. Kolezumi. Cyan Catman. They all got gifted memberships. Stay Up said hi. I love that name. Welcome. Yo, Dagger, thank you so much for the memberships. Dang, so that would be 60 reps, would it not? Because we're doing double. Boom. I did that math right? Yeah, that seems all right. Chibi Kami putting a sword in the chat. Maybe that is a dagger. Dagger, I appreciate you. Let's buy one of these for somebody. Asim, you hold on to it now. Wait, nobody can hold anything. Who put me in timeout, says Freg. I don't know, but it was probably your fault, Freg. And also, welcome back. Let's see here. So... Oh, I can drop these. They sell for like 7 gold, so I don't care. 35 and 31 absorb and evade for my fighter. But if I give him the iron gauntlet, or maybe it's like an elbow thing instead of the copper? What's he got now? 37.29. $35.31. Yeah, generally, absorb is better than evade. Let's drop the copper thing. I was doing as instructed by Karma. Yeah, Freg. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but, you know, when I say everyone spam the dagger emoji, for example, what I mean is everyone put a couple. I should have clarified. I'm sorry if that 5-minute timeout was painful for you. Gotta get going on those reps, bro. That's right. I will start reps as soon as I get a level up. I gain strength when my characters do. The Vampire of the Earth Cave is stealing the power of the Earth. We need your help. We need your help. That's what Bugs Bunny says in Space Jam, right? The Earth Cave is on the peninsula southwest of this town. Is that how you say it? Peninsula? I always said peninsula. But spelling it that way makes it seem awkward. Everybody knows me. What? You've never heard of Dr. Un? Isn't there an Un in Final Fantasy III? I just bopped my microphone. Hi, are you planning to play FF3 on the NES too? With English translation? Lexiville, another Lexi. Welcome. Man, I love that game and I've never streamed it. So, like, yeah. I should do that at some point. Let's take a look at these shops, the magic shops here. Because you can't... Oh, you can get the life spell. Ooh, oh man, all of these are bangers. These are all really good spells. Usually I say get the cure spells over the heal spells, but the Hell 2 spell is bugged in a way that makes it better than it's supposed to be. I'll show that off later, when I can afford it. And then, the red mage cannot learn the life spell until his class change, so you will want to keep a spell slot available for that. But in the meantime, we could get Fire 3, Bane, and Warp is a good one. Slow 2, I'm not sure if that's useful, but maybe we'll try it. Let's save the game. Whoops, this is the magic shop. I actually love this wizard salesman sprite. I feel like that should have been used somewhere. Aside from just the merchant. That guy looks cool too. The merchant with the hood. Do you think they know each other? I'm all about some Hell 2 action, says DeathBob091. I think I made a short recently where I mentioned your name in it. DeathBob. Parma thinking he's slick with a pitch change, then saying, Bane. I never saw whatever Batman movie he's from, but I did see him in the animated Harley Quinn show, and it was a really funny character. Mom, I'm famous, says DeathBob091. Yeah, tell it to DeathMom091. Dr. Un, or at least their name, appears in Final Fantasy 1, 3, 9, 14, Tactics, Tactics A2, Dimensions 1 and 2, and Picked Logica. Oh, Chibikami. Well, he is a doctor. How many of those exist in the Final Fantasy universe? So that's probably why he's surprised that I don't know him. Yeah, what's up, man? Just saving the world, you know? Yeah, Frag. Oh, hey! Yeah, they know each other. He walks into the magic shop, and it's like, oh, the other guy who is cloaked and hooded and has 2 dots for eyes, just like me. Hyena? Damn near killed her. So, like, I'm probably gonna do some more leveling. Let's go to the Earth Cave, though. Dr. Andonauts. Wait, wrong game. Sirefly? He might be in this game, too. I mean, the guy can travel through space and time, so maybe he shows up somewhere around here. Oh yeah, Karma, you got some purple glasses? I do, Dagger. Let me see if they're nearby. I finally got blue ones recently. Like, I never just had, like, a plain old pair of blue glasses. They might appear more purpler in this lighting. But, here we go. Oops, nothing. Yes, I've got a pair of purple glasses that say Deering Rams on them. That's the high school down the road. But my guy Juan gave me these when I worked my previous job. He worked in the same office. And I showed him my videos, and then one day he was like, hey man, I got a couple pairs of glasses for you. I'll bring him in tomorrow. I'm like, okay, cool. And he gave me these, so shoutouts to Juan. Hey, Bork leveled up and has 301 HP, and his strength went up. So you know what that means, everybody. My strength is going up too. I think the fighter gets 1 strength every level up guaranteed, which is just amazing. So let's do 60 shoulder shrugs. Gotta find my weights. These are 20-pound weights. Ready? Let's do 60. 1, 2. You can see my belly a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. I'm feeling good. Let's go. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Alright, that's a good set right there. Thank you for being so generous, everyone. Man, y'all are so cool. Nice belly, Karma. Requesting NWO shirt. Lexi Wolf, only because it's you. I'll take a look for it. But first, let me do some math. So that minus 80 is what? 69? Yeah, that makes sense. What up, miscreants? Yo, Walter M, just like getting those gains, dog. Strength, Agi, Vit, decent level up, and a bunch of HP there. Let's check on the status of Bork. Yeah, 55 hit percentage. Who's leveling up soon? Oh, Kobe is only level 10, I'm realizing. Alright, Lexi Wolf, I'll be right back. I'm gonna look for like a minute, and if I can't find it, then I apologize. Hold up. Wait a minute. Shoot, that's not it. Haha, okay, I found, Lexi Wolf! Guess what? I actually have 2 of these. Because my dad didn't realize that my brother had already gotten me one for Christmas. So he sent me one, although it's like way larger than it should be. It's a bigger size. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. NWO for life. Karma, I bet you fold your laundry right out of the dryer, you stud. Alex Allen, you are generous. Karma, I bet you hold the door open for Gen B, you stud. I do that. I fold my laundry probably the next day after I take it out of the dryer, though. Wolfpack, baby. Yeah, Lexi Wolf, I don't have the NWO Wolfpack shirt, but I do have the NWO. Because it's just too sweet. Quick, while Karma is away, give him compliments. Sirefly, love that. Karma does his laundry on the river by beating it with rocks. Nicholas D. Have you seen me do that? Karma, I bet your girlfriend sacrificed herself for you, you spoony bard. Sirefly? Wait, no, that was Vela. Vela! She probably would. She's such a sweetheart. Jithem Dave! Welcome. Karma does reps with his laundry when he doesn't have any weights around. Got a lot of laundry, everyone. Karma, I bet you never burn popcorn, you stud. But we burn calories here. Alex A. I like plus-size shirts. They make me feel smaller. In a good way, says Chibikami. I like them for sleepy time. Even though I usually don't wear a shirt to bed. Because I sleep hanging upside down. It's a Groger, the ugly cousin of Grogu. What do you mean ugly? Hey, do these ogres have earrings? Is that what that little dot is? I'm not sure if I ever noticed that. They definitely have some sort of bracelet thing going on there. Just the fact that Karma can afford laundry means we donate too much. Nicholas D, I can only afford that that temporary laundry though. You're gonna see the cave giant blocking the path first to get the dialogue. L6, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's go see the Titan, Blast Radius. Speaking of whom. What's up, KJ? Good to see something positive on YouTube today. Wild times, nah I mean. I do nah I mean. It's kind of hard to know how to feel these days, you know? Yeah, L6, so... Derp. Got into a battle. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the Titan. Who for some reason is one of my favorite characters. I think it's because my brother loved him so much when he was playing this game. But, over to this side of the island is the Titan's Cave. Hey, Karma, why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Because then it'd be a foot. Yo, Lexi Wolf. That's true. And I only tell the truth, so my nose doesn't get that long. Firefly, are you suggesting 2000s ogres had those tribal tattoos that even popular Nintendo character Mario has? Gouda guy, what? Amando's concept art for the ogre doesn't have the earring, but yeah, I guess the sprite artist added it for context. Oh, Chibikami, I'm glad you said that. Because I have like a really awesome hardcover book about like the early Final Fantasy games that I should show off at some point when I find them again. Hey, by the way, so any of you who donated $10 or more, you can pick my party order if you would like. The Pinocchio paradox is as deep as I'm willing to go today. Blast Radius. I don't know about this paradox. Yo, look at this guy. I love that his sprite is just him being like... I like to imagine he's got invisible weights in each hand, and he's doing, like, forearm exercises there. No one passes this road, pal. It's dangerous, and I'm trying to keep people safe in this world. I love the palette in the Titan's Cave, though. That crazy blue color, that doesn't come back, huh? I sent $10 for Gen B to sing. Oh... Well, let's harm too these ghouls and geists. She does have a song on YouTube. Should I post it in the chat? I pick Rogue Effect, Gen B, Tiny Cat, then KarmaJolt for party order. Alright, Lexi Wolf. Done. That's true, Alex Allen. Maybe I'll get her to do that. Hey, howdy, Genevieve B. We were just talking about you because Alex Allen gave $10 for you to sing a while back. No, Lexi, I have the worst HP, says Rogue Effect. Kobe got to level 11. Strength up, Agi up, Int up, Vit up. To sing what? Don't you remember? Yo, I got 4,069 gold, everyone. She did that on purpose, Rogue Effect. Dagger? I believe it. Still very generous. Let's fire 2 here. Tiny Cat, guess what? You're in the party now. That's a nice amount of gold, Karma. Oh my gosh, look at this little paw that he's got in the air. You all got bopped by the tiny cat. Tiny cat, why you keep bopping? Are you trying to level up? What level is Tiny Cat, do you think, everybody? Gen B. Karma said he holds the door like a gentleman. Can you confirm? Tagger? Bopped. Good Kiki. Yeah. Tiny Cat is level 17. L6. That's a huge level. Max level. Yeah, 17, max level. He keeps reaching out. He's like, all right, Mordo. Level 100, Table Tarask. See, cats and D&D. I know about the Tarask because there was an item in the old Dota games called Heart of Tarask. And it gives you like a ton of strength, which gives you HP. Then even more HP, and like an insane amount of HP regeneration. Ooh, Pip got darked there. That's okay. Get harm to'd. My solution to the Pinocchio paradox. Not all statements have to be a lie or the truth. It's about intent to deceive. So I missed, here it is. Blast Radius says, what would happen if Pinocchio says, my nose is about to grow? There's a cat quake. If he's lying, it would grow. But if it grows, he was telling the truth. Blast Radius, I would have to say that because Pinocchio is like a fictional character in a magical universe, maybe his nose just goes boo. Like it grows for a second, then it goes back. Then it gets mad at him. Tarasque itself comes from a French story. I should look that up. Tiny cat. Bop me again. Yes, he opens my car door all the time, says Genevieve B. For you specifically. Dagger with the cool $10... Dagger? Hardly knew her. Dagger with the cool $10 saying chivalry isn't dead. Nice. Hey, everyone put more daggers in the chat. What is your profile picture? Dagger, thank you so much for being super generous. Like all the time. Why did I sound like Mouth there? Hey, Dagger, thank you. Pinocchio would be the worst poker player. Gecko? He'd be bad, but not the worst. I bet there are worse people who think they're good. I bet there are people out there who actually play poker who would still be worse than Pinocchio. Freg with the dagger. Chibikami with the longer dagger. Dagger helping Karma pay the bills. Wayne, you do too by being a channel member. That's not a knife. This is a knife. JR, I love the that's not a knife line because that applies to anything in the world that isn't a knife. That's not a knife. That's Tiny Cat. Of course, he does have tiny little knives on his hands. Yeah. Show him off, Tiny Cat. A boof. Hey, Dagger, thank you so much. If you'd like to change my party order, feel free. Rogue Effect is actually correct. Yeah, he do be like that sometimes. Chris, that's a type of knife. It's a knife. Ooh, I see it here. Oh, Dagger. Bless you. Warrior, red mage, white mage, black mage. The way you would arrange your party if you were trying to survive. Appreciate you, my man. Let's use a cabin here. Oh my gosh, tiny cat making another cat quake. Let's save the game here because I want to show you something weird about the Earth Cave. First of all, it's got this mischievous kind of music to it. But there's an infamous section to the Earth Cave where if you head over to the left here, there is like probably a strip of maybe 12 to 13 spaces in a row where every encounter that you encounter will be a group of giants. Not only that, but you'll get into an encounter every step you take, like that song by Sting and the Police? Is that who that is, Jason Mel? But it's just over here. Boom. Here's where it starts. Ah, yes. And sometimes iguanas will even join the group. But I did get a strike first here, so let's use Fire 2 here. They Might Be Giants, Sirefly. Jackie J loves They Might Be Giants. So do I, now that I think about it. I love that song by They Might Be Giants about not going to work. I wanna meet you. Oh my gosh. Well, chameleon, meet me. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke. Doesn't really work. Let's ice him. Why do they call it Final Fantasy when it's never final? They should call it Never the Final Fantasy. Is They Might Be Giants a ska band? Blast Radius, it's like a band that makes funny songs, and these days they do a lot of children's content on YouTube. Boom, another encounter with a giant. Oh, this time the monsters strike first. Let's just attack. Let's just do regular attacks here. Was that the Incredible Hulk? Freg, that was the average Hulk, I want to say. Nate Frog, welcome. I've been on such a wrestling deep dive since Hulk Hogan died. Haven't watched a live episode since WCW. Nate Frog, yeah, I used to watch twice a week, I would say, in 1998. Let's do this, actually. I think Bork is going to finish off that giant on top. Wow, really don't take that out of context. That'd be a weird one to take out of context. How many crystals do you have? Gecko? All 4 of them, but none of them are illuminated. Codononicals, welcome. Did you know that Grimace from McDonald's is a giant taste bud? Well, he's my bud, and he's got great taste, so yeah. These giants look like genies. You know what? I used to think that too, Sirefly. I can see why you think that. Cool game, KarmaJolt. But you aren't playing Mother 3 like I am. No one plays it like you. Another game that I've been wanting to get to for a while. Illumination, says Oakley. That reminds me of a line from that James Bond game on Game Boy. Actually, a fantastic game that I made a series of a long time ago. I made some videos of that game, and it was like, it's like really fun. Just called James Bond 007, and it was a Game Boy game from like 1999 or something. Pretty late in the Game Boy's lifespan. Mother 3 is a game that you can definitely legally play, yes. 10 years after Game Boy release. Yeah, like, the Game Boy, they were making games from, like, 89 to 99. I had that game, it's really, really good. Nicholas D, I should stream that game again. I got a copy of it for Sean a long time ago. With a Super Game Boy. So that he could play it on his Super Nintendo. But he was like, oh, thanks. I already had a Super Game Boy, but I didn't have this game. Delta V, welcome. Kobe has a majestic feather in their hat. Weddy Eddie? It's majestic and magical. Let's hit him with a hammer and a knife. Tiny Cat, you're in front of the monitor and I can't read the numbers now. Now that's a knife that Asim is equipped with. It's a silver knife. The giant you're fighting looks like lettuce. Okay, I also see that too. He's like a jolly green giant. Night, Karma. I'm gonna go lay down. Hope this COVID goes away soon. Yo, Lexi Wolf, you will feel better soon. Thank you for showing up. And I am rooting for you. Hey, so I just want to show you something. So the heal spell, when used in combat, heals anywhere from 12 to 24 HP, I'm pretty sure. But in combat, it will roll those values individually for every character that it heals. So for example, it might heal Bork for 20 damage, then Kobe for 19, then Pip for 24 damage, then Asim for 16 damage. But when used out of battle, it will heal everyone for the same amount. It just chooses a number between 12 and 24, and everyone will be healed by that exact amount. So let's try it here. Bork has 144, Kobe has 155. A magic to recover HP for all of you. Push A? Yes. Push B? No. Okay, so it looks like everyone got 19 HP there, is that correct? Yeah. Not a bad deal, I guess. So yeah, I didn't need to show you this, but like I said, every step on this path, when you're going around that curve at the end of this path, will get you into a fight with a giant, and it's like probably 10 to 12 steps in a row. Off-grid, what's going on? I put a giant to sleep. Well, let's hit this guy, I guess. Mother 3 is awesome. I get to haul around giant men of clay in a factory. I remember that part. Child slave labor is a bad thing, and Porky is a bad man. Porky 2025? Wait, what? Why? If he bad man. The giant's skip stance seems a bit feminine. Yeah, Weddy Eddie, I mean, that's fine with me. As long as they're happy, you know? But also, maybe they were told, like, hey, you have to, like, crouch down a little bit so you could fit into the size of a sprite here. Hopefully the giant stays asleep. Off-grid? I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to mention once again that when you put a monster to sleep in this game, they only stay asleep for 1 turn. And, like, I'm not sure... I don't think that's a bug. I think that's just, like, how they programmed it, you know? But it kind of makes sense, because, like, if you're in battle, then suddenly you fall asleep, you're probably going to faceplant, then immediately wake up. In fact, you probably wake up as you're falling, because that's a thing the human body does, according to Inception, the movie. Fee Fi Fo Fum. That's a giant. Fee Fum Lo-Fi. That should be the name of his streaming channel. It's just all music to study to. They stand up and sleep like cone heads. Jason Mel, I just watched a thing about the cone heads. And like every SNL movie. It was a Drew Gooden video, and that guy is very funny. Blast Radius, this is an actual NES cartridge. Lo-Fi Giant Chat is crazy. Rogue Effect, is that a thing? Azim leveled up. Jackspot. That means we should level up too. Dang, I'm getting a ton of gold here. Let's heal everyone. Twice. Cure there, cure there, cure there, cure there, cure there again, cure there again. I'm moving pretty fast in this menu here. It's because I've played this game a lot. You must be Garthel the Narthug. Blast Radius? Definitely who I am. Let's fire this dude. So how far in are you? Codonauticals? I would say I'm not quite a quarter of the way through. Yeah, maybe about there, actually. Remember to double tap your screen to like the stream. Yo, Nightwish! I've seen you commenting on so many of my videos. I'm glad you could make a stream. Hey, by the way, we just got a level up, so let's do some shoulder shrugs, everybody. Let's do another set of maybe 60. I feel like I can handle another 60 with my NWO t-shirt. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, I'm still going, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, nice, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. What's going on, Peyton Quinn? And Clive R says, keep it up. Hey, thank you. There's a game. I played Skies of Arcadia like 10 times. There's a game. Skies of Arcadia. Yeah, did Nightwish mention that? But I've never beaten it. Wild Arms 3 was the same. I made a point to beat it 3 years ago. I will at some point play Skies of Arcadia. I have it on GameCube. My friend Big Daddy Foley just like gave me his GameCube games one day because he was moving out of his apartment. He was like, here, you can have them all. Very generous. Make sure those shrugs are slightly back behind your ears at an angle instead of straight up or forward. So, do you mean like have my shoulders back like this, Clive? I'm not a gym guy, but legit, those arms are getting kind of shredded. Hey, Nightwish, thank you! How much to donate for you to play Skies of Arcadia Legends? Legends? Is that a sequel? Giant was just sitting here doing its nails, And Bork fries it with some magic. No, Bork is all swords. Legends is the GameCube one. Okay, so that's the one I have. Dreamcast was just Skies of Arcadia. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Nightwish? I can't guarantee it that I'll do it anytime soon. But I will get to it after I finish the SNES Classic. I cast Summon KarmaJolt. Floyd D? I was way ahead of you. I was waiting for you to cast that. Let's use a lit 2 here. Love this song. Stayed in the cave a bit too long. Wayne, appreciate you. Word, let me know. I'll gladly donate for that. Nightwish, when's your birthday? Or what month? You don't have to tell me your birthday. Someone might be trying to hack your credit card information, so don't say it out loud. Yeah, these poor giants were having a tea party. August 18th. Alright, in that case, when's your Christmas? When I imagine giants, I feel like they wouldn't fit in a cave. Halloween, says Nightwish. That's your Christmas? Pip, stir, and luck. Alright, how about this? You donate however much you want after I start playing Skies of Arcadia. Legends. Mutant! Welcome. Alright, we're almost out of here. Did this game have the mechanic where if you pressed a button you would take less damage? Peyton Quinn? You mean like a Super Mario RPG thing? No. Deal, says Nightwish. How goes the FF goodness? Just showing off the Giant's Cave here. The Giant's Alley in the cave. Usually the translation isn't great. What's the name of the giant in the original Japanese? If it's something like Oni or whatever. I can imagine them being in a cave then. Chad Pete? Well, maybe it's just a bigger cave than we're giving it credit for, you know? Hey, and we made it through. Let's go back with all this gold and spend it on stuff. Gygus. Oh, you're right, Chibikami. It is called that in other versions, is it not? Giant's got some beef with you. I have been slaughtering them, so that makes some sense. Fire him. In a true FF1 remake, would the giants just be chilling in the cave, shooting dice or doing giant things? Yeah, probably streaming this game for YouTube. Why would Nintendo sue someone on their birthday? I don't know, that feels like a Nintendo thing. Shooting dice with guns. Giant guns, Jason Mel. Yeah, it's Gygus in the Pixel remaster. I see. Been enjoying the Breath of Fire 2 gameplay. Yeah, Mutant-san, that's what I wanted to stream tonight. But my Switch was being weird, so I'll try again tomorrow. Japanese name translates to Hill Gygus. Yeah, I feel like that's the name of an enemy in some other Final Fantasy game, right? So, the level 1 spells are supposed to be a little bit more useful toward the end of the game. Because the intent behind the intelligence stat was that it was supposed to have some sort of effect somewhere at all. But, due to a programming error, intelligence actually does nothing in this game. So the level 1 fire spell will pretty much always do the same amount of damage, or it will have the same damage range for the entire game. Again, it was supposed to scale up a little bit as your intelligence got intelligenter. But because intelligence does nothing, it doesn't actually affect any of your magic. So not only do your spells not get more powerful as the game progresses, the Black Mage, who has a very high intelligence stat, casts certain spells just as well as the Red Mage, who has a very mediocre intelligence stat. So that fire spell cast by a Black Mage with a 31 intelligence does the same amount of damage as the fire spell from the Red Mage, who has 16 intelligence. Oh, of course, I didn't give him the fire spell. I gave him lit instead. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Wow, that's disappointing. Sirefly, it was fixed in, like, all later versions of this game. Wish I could find the original pixel sprite version of FF4 and FF4 the after years from the Wii. FF4 is that one game that they keep rebooting and they always botch it or ruin it in some way. How so, Chad P? I never really played the remakes. Or any other version of that game aside from the SNES version. Let's get a level 5 white magic, shall we? Oh man, let's get this. Okay. According to the Final Fantasy Explorer's Handbook, everyone, the Hell 2 spell, which is supposed to be Heal 2, is the second heal spell. HP will recover by 24 to 48 points. However, the Hell 2 spell is bugged in a way that actually makes it way better than it's supposed to be. Because in combat, do I even have a spell charge to cast this? I don't. In combat, the Hell 2 spell acts like it's Hell 3, and it cures way more than that spell range. Let's see if I can show that off. Deltarune water cooler jump scare. Yo, Livesey, welcome back. Hell to you, Avis? So is Hell 3 useless? No, Sirefly. It is equally powerful as Hell 2 when used in combat, but slightly stronger when used out of combat. It's just that you get the power of a level 5 white magic for a level 5 slot. Yeah, so Hell 3 is a level 7 magic. Third and most powerful heal spell, HP recovers by 48 to 96 points. Hell 2 is only supposed to recover 24 to 48, but in battle, it recovers 48 to 96. So Hell 2 is just particularly good because it's bugged. Oh, okay, thanks, says Peyton Quinn. You're welcome. But while I'm here, let's get a scene. Some black magic, such as Fire 3, and then later we'll get Warp for him, because that's a good spell. It takes you to the previous floor of whatever dungeon. Bork is right, Joe D. FF2 was revolutionary for how it handled the story. Chibikami, you talk about the NES one. I actually like the story of Final Fantasy II. Is there an item shop around here? No. Yeah, NES. That game gets so much hate for its level up system and, I don't know, maybe some other things. But it was like, I don't understand why, like, in Final Fantasy II on the NES, like, yeah, the level up system is weird and bad, and there's a lot of bugginess about it. I get why people don't like it. But the story and the characters for that game were great. It was like the first time they had actual characters in the game, and like every different character in that game has their own motivation and their own, you know, strengths and weaknesses and character flaws. And they have a story arc where, like, some of the characters redeem themselves. Oops, I cast Fire 2, didn't I? I meant to do Lit 2. So I actually liked a lot of the characters in that game, like Layla the pirate was pretty cool in Final Fantasy II. And Gordon, the guy who abandoned his kingdom out of cowardice, then later redeems himself by fighting for his kingdom, kinda cool. I like that about him. But then, like, Final Fantasy 3, 5, and a little bit of 4, they just have, like, meathead characters that are like, I'm strong and honorable and I have a sword. And it's like, okay, that's pretty one-dimensional of you. Bring back the Final Fantasy II characters. I love this merchant guy. He's a cool dude. Let's buy a bunch of heal potions and then some tents. Story is irrelevant compared to the character development. Like, yeah, who cares? Save the world, yada yada yada. But seeing the characters grow is amazing. Yeah! And the FF2 remakes add a bonus chapter where every character who died parties up and claws their way out of hell? Chibikami, what version are you talking about? I have to see this. I disagree. Only good thing about FF2 is the Red Rose Rebellion theme. Oh. Is that the one that's like dun 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 dun? I kind of remember it, Nicholas D. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I don't remember it that much. Thank you. What else? He sells me one thing at a time, and I'm like, hey, can I get 5 heal potions and 3? And he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. One thing at a time. I don't have a calculator. Watched Corpse Bride, says Genevieve B. How was it? I started my first ever play on FF1 because of you, and this game is phenomenal. Got lost for hours, but it's fun. Heck yeah! Dark Matter. Was that recent? GBA versions were amazing. That's the console that added all the post-game content to the FF games, 2, 3, and 4. I think I have the GBA version. Again, because of my friend Big Daddy Foley. Your interpretation was like FF2, almost functional. Nicholas D? Haven't played that game in years. The shop system makes me appreciate multiple buys in other games too. Uh-huh. Hey, thanks for the shoulder shrugs, everybody. I'm feeling it. I had a workout. I also went jogging earlier today. I know I mentioned that earlier. Does Pip, my white mage, have more maximum HP than Kobe, my red mage? I love that. Get sharked! That's what that shark is like. Get borked! That's what bork is like. If you see on the news a crashed car on October 5th in Texas, you know why. Peyton Quinn, I do not know why. That's an ominous and mysterious thing to put in my chat. What do you mean by that, please? We are lead, driving on a boat. in the sea. That was the lyrics that my brother came up with for this game when I was in, like, middle school, probably. Do we need to notify someone? Chibikami? That's what I'm wanting to know. October 5th is my birthday for my permit. Oh, Peyton Quinn. Okay. Phew. You're making a joke about how you're a bad driver. I see now. Ah, happy preemptive birthday. Look, just take it slow. Go to a very empty parking lot. Scream as much as you need. I've been watching Video Games 101, or I'd be even more lost. Dark Matter. I just found out about this YouTube channel. They seem to be a lot... In fact, I mistook one of their thumbnails for a You Can Beat Video Games video when I was looking for a Super Metroid thing again. Tiger. Hardly knew her. But yeah, I did stumble upon one of their videos. They any good? As they say, down the bottle, go full throttle. Peyton Quinn, you talk about water, right? Like, stay hydrated when you drive. Don't drink and drive. Really don't. It's so stupid. Not that this happened to any of my friends in particular, but, like, I did know people who went to my high school who crashed their vehicle after a night of drinking, got in a ton of trouble, ruined some other people's lives and their own. So just don't do it. Just don't freaking do it. If you've been drinking and, like, you don't want your parents to know, but then you still gotta go home, who cares? Just call them. They'll be mad at you, but they'll be way madder at you if you drink and drive. They'd rather have you alive, you know? Hey, let's use a tent and save the game here. Let's use a tent in this gross marsh. God, that's like every time I go camping. It's like it happens to rain. Yo, Sean W. with the cool $10 says, playing Silk Song and enjoying your company in the background. Thanks for your entertainment. How is Silk Song? I know a lot of people were, like, really anticipating that. Everyone put the W in the chat for Sean W. Thank you so much. Silk Song is like the... essentially a sequel, or it's related to Hollow Knight, which is a game that, like, I played it and it was cool. Like, it's an objectively good game, but man, like, I'm so bad at navigating and remembering where to go, and, like, you know, like, even if you give me a map, I'll get lost. Plus my eyesight is bad, and that game was kind of hard to see. But it's giving me all the dopamine and serotonin I could ever ask for. Amazing. That sounds dopamine. I mean, that sounds dope. Yo, Kobe against a cobra? A cobra is nothing to a black mamba. Silk Song has been peak so far, says Kodo. But hey, thank you so much for the cool $10, Sean W. The best part of the game is getting lost and exploring, says Sean W. I backtracked for the mystical key chests I missed, which he doesn't do in the guide. But the rewards weren't good other than the rune sword for the thief, but I quickly replaced it with a coral sword. Yes. Oh yeah, you do find the coral sword. Oh, that's probably the one that's best for the thief. Yeah, so the thief gets some swords that just, like, aren't quite as good as the silver sword. And the silver sword you get for 4,000 gold at Elfland. So you get that pretty early on. Then before you get your class change to upgrade from, like, a knight to... I'm sorry, from the fighter to the knight. Or from the red mage to the red wizard, for that matter. You'll get things like the Fire Sword and the Ice Sword, which are even better. Meanwhile, the Thief is still stuck with something like the Dragon Sword or the Coral Sword. Zachary E. Katana is great, though, from what I heard. It's why I chose him over the Red Wiz. Dark Matter? Yes. So, later in the game, the Thief can class change to the Ninja. Yeah, spoilers, you do get a class change in this game. You get classier, everyone. And the Thief can equip the Katana. There's 2 of them in the game, as a matter of fact. Yeah, not the one from Mortal Kombat, Avis. And the Katana is, like, slightly better than anything that the Red Wizard can equip toward the end of the game, but not by that much. It's supposed to be a lot better, because the Katana has a listed critical hit rate of 30%. And that's supposed to be better than anything in the game aside from the Masamune, which is just the best weapon in the game, hands down. The problem, though, is that critical hits in this game are bugged. So, weapons don't actually use their listed critical hit rate. Instead, they use their index number, because all of the weapons in this game are listed in an index. Yo, it's my friend, Earth. Let's fight this dude. Let's do something like this. And hit him with the ice. Ground type, weak against ice. We all know this. Oh, that only did 18 damage. Never mind. Dang, he hit for 83, huh? It isn't an FF game without a bugged stat. That's right, Peyton Quinn. So that said, the Katana actually gets a really high critical hit rate of something like 48 or like 47. But it's supposed to be, the Katana has a 30% critical hit rate, and everything else in the game has like 10, right? Instead, the Katana has a critical hit rate of 47, but the Red Mage's swords have something like 46 and 45, so it's only a tiny bit better, you know what I mean? I think it's time to give him a dirt nap. Wayne? I had a nap earlier today, and it was phenomenal. I mean, I absolutely needed it. Terminated. I love that it says terminated when you kill an enemy in this game. What's in here? A pure potion. And nearly 800 gold. Yeah, not sure if all that was worth it. Hold on, I'm getting text messages, everybody. It's my friend Dustin Bonk. I'm gonna tell him I'm live. Another skee ball champion. Let's use Fire 2 here. Nice. In the Earth Cave. Also, hi. Yo, Zeliard? Where are you? Are you in a different cave? 100% is always worth it. What, naps, Chibikami? Yeah. Hey, thanks for being here, everybody. Pretty cool of you to watch a KarmaJolt stream on a Thursday night. So is Masamune better than the Excalibur? It is, Dark Matter. But if you have a knight in your party, definitely give him the Excalibur. And then give someone else the Masamune, because anyone can equip that weapon. And it makes them awesome at fighting. The knight doesn't need the help, you know? The Excalibur is awesome, and only the knight can equip it. So you might as well give him that, and then give someone else the Excalibur. Oh, I think here would be a good chance to use the Hell 2 ability. Let's try it. But let's see what's down... Nope. Down here. Masamune is better than Katana as well. It's hands down the best weapon. It gives like 50 offense and 50 hit percentage. Excalibur gives something like 40 and 40, and then Katana gives something like 35 and 35. I'm just guessing. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, the Hell 2 spell in this game is bugged. And let me just open the Explorer's Handbook one more time. To read what it's supposed to do, Hell 2, or Heal 2, I guess is how they want you to pronounce it. Second heal spell, HP will recover by 24 to 48 points. However, this spell is bugged in a way that makes it better, because in battle, it actually acts like the Hell 3 ability, which, if I read the description for this, says, third and most powerful heal, HP recovers by 48 to 96 points. So the Hell 2 spell actually acts like the Hell 3 spell in battle. So let's look at some numbers while I fire these cobras. Cobras don't hit Kobe. He's the Black Mamba. He's one of you. Oh my gosh. He's getting picked on here. Please use this healing spell. Alright, so here's Hell 2. 162 to 242. And then Kobe got like 60 HP. Asim got something like 50 there. I wasn't really looking at the numbers beforehand. But that's way better than the Hell 2 spell is supposed to be. So it's actually bugged in the way that benefits you. So yeah, get the Hell 2 spell because it's a level 5 spell that acts like a level 7 spell in combat. Outside of combat, it works like normal though, and that's fine. It's still pretty good. Yeah, the thief in the original game is sort of useless beyond a different warrior skin. Yeah, Zeliard, the thief is, unfortunately, the worst character. If they gave him, like, level 1 magic, he'd be fine. On class change, though, he gets up to level 4 black magic, and he can learn the fast spell, which is pretty darn cool. TMOS says FF6, by far the best story. I love Final Fantasy VI, and we just recently beat that. 800 bucks in there. Yeah, scripted battle on this tile is what it looks like. Kink and their viewers just joined, according to YouTube. Yo. Kink, welcome. Everyone put the kink in the chat, I guess. Hashtag me raid. Yo, Kink. I'm playing Final Fantasy 1 on the Nintendo NES system, everybody. X-Tiger Loki. Yeah, Rogue Effect. Putting the chains in the chat. Everyone put the chains in the chat for Kink. Darkstar Nova. Dracontas. Michael L. Person. Kink Raid, we made it. Welcome, everybody. I'm playing Final Fantasy 1. I'm okay at this game. I've played it a million times. We're in the Earth Cave, and I am going to heal my party members while I cast... you know what? Let's hit him with Fire 3. This 3 makes it look like they're trying to be cool and put like a backwards E, but it's actually Fur 3. Hey, thanks for the raid. Nice. I've never played FF1. Darkstar, I love this game so much, and I was just talking about a bug in this game. Dang. I just hit that guy for like 230. I roasted him there. Good thing I got that spell. Oh, that was not worth it. I got a heal potion. How goes the gaming tonight, Kink? Pretty good, and I've still got 29 shoulder shrugs to go. Wow, I joined right at the moment it felt like a short, says Stump Beef Nah. That happens on this channel, and welcome. KarmaJolt talking about bugs? Never. Ganon? I was just talking about how the Hell 2 spell, it's supposed to be Heal 2, but they only get 4 letters. The Heal 2 spell works just like the Heal 3 spell when you use it in battle, so it's actually more powerful than advertised. And when I say advertised, I mean what it says in the instruction manual, which came with my copy of the game when I bought it from Funcoland in 1997. Oh my gosh, look at these beautiful pages with screenshots and words that I can't read because I'm illiterate. But yeah, this is my actual NES copy of the game that I got in 1997 or something. I was in 5th grade, and this is my actual cat that I got in 2013. I was in, done with school. I was graduated from college. 1997 is like 30 years ago. Yeah, Sirefly? It is like that. Yo, it's the cat, guys. That's right. Ooh, an AVS. Mutant. A man of culture, I see. Yeah, shoutouts to Nat20 for letting me borrow the AVS yet again. I'm just gonna blow these snakes up with fire. That almost sounded weird for a second. You know what? Feel free to take that one out of context for once. 30 years ago was like 40 years ago. Yeah, Chibi-Kami? Never mind. I got like 20 more minutes. Peyton Quinn, 20 minutes is like 23 minutes, and that's Jordan's number. I wish I could read, says Kink. Well, you're in luck, because I'm granting wishes today. Boom, done. Now you can read. You're doing what to the snakes? Rogue effects? I got that Mamba mentality, because I have Kobe in the party. Rip to the legend. Let's ice 2 these Gerwolves. And also slap them. I'm gonna slap them with a slap spell. Cat quake, everybody. Tiny cat is scratching himself. 10 million USD, please. Nicholas D? I used up the last wish. Holy crap, I've become a 6th dimensional being. Just what I wanted. Dracontus, we were just talking about how the characters in other Final Fantasy games are very one-dimensional, so good for you. In this game, the characters don't actually have any character. They never talk. They only do what you do in combat and with the controller. So there's really no other way to give them any character, you know? Firefly. Grr means the sound they make. Yeah, grr. And same with Pep. Pep. Alright, I am exiting the Earth Cave. Let's go back in there. Yeah, Nick D, gotta wait another, a whole year for the Dragon Balls to recover? What? Well, how do you say it? I'm fairly new to your channel, says Sean W. What's the lore behind your abundant and glorious shades that you wear? I like the way you talk. The lore is that, one, I have an eye condition, so I'm very sensitive to light. I'm also colorblind, which has less to do with that. But basically, when I first started streaming in 2017... I had a lighting setup that was very harsh and in my face, but it looked good. So I was like, whoa, what do I do with this? I know, I'll just put on shades, and that will fix the problem. And I happen to have multiple pairs of sunglasses because I got them from friends who were doing events for some company, and my dad got me a couple for Christmas. So I was like, wait a second, you know what would be funny though, is that if I'm making a video, every time I make a cut, I'm gonna switch my shades. And it took people, like, years to notice, right? But then it really took off when YouTube Shorts came out. I was like, all right, I'm gonna switch shades every time I do a cut for my shorts. And it just kind of became a running joke. But then my friends and family embraced it, and they started giving me even more glasses for gifts. So, like, for my 37th birthday a while back, Molly M got me a bag of 37 pairs of sunglasses. And then my dad found like an eBay lot of like 40 pairs of sunglasses for 10 bucks. So I got that for Christmas. And then just like, you know, when I have visitors, they give me funny pairs of sunglasses. Sean R has gotten me a bunch. Jordy Pants, another viewer who I've never met in person, sent me a couple pairs in the mail. Genevieve B has given me a few pairs as gifts. And then anytime I see, like, for example, the other day, I was at the fair in a town called Windsor, and there was a company called Renewal by Anderson that was giving out free pairs of sunglasses, so I was like, heck yeah. I never actually had a pair of, like, regular blue sunglasses, so I'll grab one of those. Nice tattoo, says Sirefly. Yeah, I got me some Kirby's. Who here has video game related tattoos? Raise your hand. Such cool, says Kink. I learned how to be cool because of you. Don't tell anyone. Anyway, I beat up some ogres. Get ogre yourself. I would, but I'm afraid of needles. Ganon? Valid. Tiger? Why does the tiger look like he's got like a clown nose there? Hey, thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Especially if you click that like button. Or if you're on mobile, you double tap the screen. No pressure, but if you like this stream, or you like me for some reason, then clicking that like button is actually, like, helpful, and that's why all those obnoxious YouTubers are like, smash that like button and subscribe and share. Like, anytime you do those, YouTube will show my videos to more people, and therefore I'll get more viewers and subscribers and stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do. Triforce on my left calf, and the Horde symbol from WoW on my right. Yo. Alex B? Cosmodon! Is that the Horde? For the Horde. I'm trying to make a Warcraft reference. Are there any tattoo-based video games? Kink? All I can think of is Comic Zone, which is kind of close. The needles are more afraid of you than you are of them, says Sirefly. Oh my god. Parents would put me 6 feet under if I got a tattoo. Peyton Quinn? Yeah, my parents didn't approve either, but they got over it pretty quickly. I would love a Triforce if I ever got one, says Ganon. Wait a minute. That's exactly what Ganon would say. Let's, harm. Actually, you know what? Let's rip a Fire 2 here. Maybe that's not worth it. Maybe just a Fire 2 would do it. So I hope Asim goes first. Okay, he will. Or they'll both get paralyzed. But either way, I guess I'm not using that harm spell here. Because Pip is stunned. Dang it! Everyone got stunned. Ooh, okay, so I didn't even get a chance to input commands there because my entire party was paralyzed. I still play OSRS, never played WoW. What is OSRS? I'm not interested in tattoos, but I might consider something dairy related. Gouda guy? I would get a tattoo of a cheese. Your streams are the only thing that causes my browser to crash. Any idea why? No, Alex B. I have no idea. Oh yeah, old school RuneScape. Of course, of course, of course. I did know that. Guys, I am getting some pretty bad luck here. Geist, I am getting some pretty bad luck here. Wow. It's not looking good for Asim. Might have to run. Cured! Don't hit Kobe now. Kobe? Do it. Shoot! That was bad. I need, like, anyone to not be paralyzed here. I think here is where I try to use the Harm 2 spell. Please go first. They aimed for Pip. Oh, that could have been really bad. Harm 2, let's do it! Not big damage rolls there, but at least it's killing some of the enemies, and that's pretty much all I need. Okay, never mind, it's got all of them. Except for one. It missed one of them. But this is manageable now. Pip, do it. Get harmed. This might be the end. Yeah, Peyton Quinn, it was looking real bad there for a second. Jeez, now I gotta go all the way back to town to heal up. Because, like... or I could spend a bunch of my resources, but, like, I'm holding on to those for the dungeon, you know? So let's heal up and walk back to town. If I was to get a tattoo, a full-back treasure map might be cool. Yeah, but Chibikami, people would hunt you down for that treasure map. You can't tell anyone. I also have a maple leaf on my left arm and a dragon on a mountain on my back. Maple leaf for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Leafs, Alex B? It's not hockey related, right? Shorts stream chat is very bad and kills my desktop browser all the time. Rogue Effect, are you using Chrome? I never had that problem, I guess. Interesting. Interesting feedback here. I can't remember a game I've played where enemies can stun at all. I use Firefox, says Rogue Effect. Dracontes. Punch out. Your opponents can technically stun you. Does ice work well against undead in this game? I know it does in other FFs, but I'm not sure about this one. Sean W. I was going to say, in most FF games, the undead are weak to fire and, like, holy magic. Like, in this case, harm. Or in some Final Fantasy games, you can target enemies with a cure spell, and that will get them. But are undead weak to ice in other versions of FF? Random story. For my computer science class, we were doing partner projects. So me and my friend made a pixel art of Spamton G. Spamton from Deltarune. But I bet it made you feel like a big shot. In some, you can use potions or Phoenix Downs on the undead, too. Yeah, like against the Phantom Train in FF6. Which I did show off, and then I made a short out of it. We just played Deltarune over with Kink. I love Deltarune. I have streamed chapters 1 through 4. I'm considering doing them again. Maybe getting them on Switch. It was indeed a hyperlink blocked. I remember Tella from FF2 for SNES saying ice worked well against undead. I actually don't remember that. I'm just not remembering that. Hi, Karma. Having a good evening? Evening? Yo, Nicholas M.W. I am. Welcome. Let's do these 29 shoulder shrugs, everybody. What game you got planned after beating this one? T-Boss, probably Star Fox 2, or Kirby's Dream Course, because we gotta finish all the games on the SNES Classic. Alright, we got 29, let's go. Alright, shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Hey, thank you so much for the generosity, everybody. Whew. Hey, Peyton Quinn, thank you so much for showing up. I'll see you soon. I feel good. But also sleepy. Alright, let's get enough money to get one more level 5 magic. It's kind of crazy that you're like, I really feel like I'm not even a quarter of the way through the game. Maybe I'm about a quarter to 1/3. No, there's so much game left, though. That said, I've already got level 5 magic, and there's only 3 more levels after this, right? Hey, let's use it for no reason. Today I learned, says Chibi Kami, the voice actors for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy in SpongeBob, right, were both in the original McHale's Navy from the 60s. What is that? Did you hear about Nintendo's new patent? No, I did not, Nicholas MW. What's that? Snake. I mean, what's up with this box? What's up with this box? Snake. Avis, I see you. You learned a little bit of the bass line from Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. He does a really good version of You Spin Me Right Round, Baby. I was actually impressed with it. They patented the concept of summoning others to fight for you so they could sue Pal World easier. What? Isn't that a thing in, like, a lot of games? Like Final Fantasy X, for example? Or, I don't know, any game where you summon a character? What do they mean by that? Nintendo decided they owned summoning in games. The description in the patent is so vague that Mega 10, Warcraft, Diablo, and Dragon Quest V predate it. What? How would you possibly patent that? Extremely vague. It is ridiculous, Nicholas McMahon Watson. Should have never been approved. Yeah, like, what? Who? Nintendo being scummy again. Yeah, exactly. Booker Place. That sounds really suspicious. And rather stupid. Yeah, Pokemon is forgetting that Digimon was a thing before them. Well, let's buy another spell for my White Mage. In fact, let's buy the Life spell because it's the only way to revive a character other than the clinic. 8,000 bucks. There's a reason I haven't paid for anything Nintendo related since I got my mini SNES, and that was secondhand. That's actually, like, really alarming that they think they can do that. That said, everybody, I am super sleepy now. I haven't been sleeping enough lately, I would say. Let's do a couple more battles, then call it a stream. Super Mario RPG Remake was the last Nintendo product I bought. Alex B, yeah, I can't think of what it was for me. Yeah, Darkstar Nova, like, how will they maintain that patent? Who approved that? Summoning the Dragon predates Nintendo. Diablo 4 sucks, says Sunburn Boy. I haven't played the fourth one. Haven't even seen it, really. Alex B, that said, I have never seen Pal World. I'm vaguely aware of what it is as a concept. Never even looked at it, though. Not worth it. Diablo 3 is goat. I like Diablo 3 a lot, but, like, Diablo 2 Resurrected is amazing. I think D2 is the best one. Story-wise, though, Diablo 1 is also great. That said, like, Blizzard isn't a great company either. Yeah, D2's Necromancer is built around summoning. Same with the Druid for certain builds. Haven't played Diablo since 2. Dumped a lot of hours into that game. Yeah, who here played any Diablo? I play it probably, I don't know, at least 30 minutes a day. It's like the thing that I do when I wake up in the morning and I get my coffee. And I get your coffee. But, like, I finish my coffee, play Diablo 2, and then when I'm done with that, I'm like, alright, let's make it short. Played 1 and 2, but not 3 or 4, says Chibi. I played one of them, but don't know which one it was, says Dracontus. All of them except the newest one. Yeah, I played 2 and 3. And I saw a lot of videos about the first game, and for some reason watched speedruns about it. In fact, I think a long time ago I watched the speedrun that only recently was discovered to have been illegitimate. There's an Abisoft video about how, like the old standing record speedrun for Diablo 1 was found to be illegitimate. They cheated. I think I saw that when it was relatively new, and I'm like, oh, this game seems neat, you know? Are you a full-time content creator? That is what I do, Walter M. That's what I'm trying to do, anyway. If at some point in my life I have to, like, go back to get, like, a office job again, then that wouldn't kill me, but I'd be sad. Chronicon is another ARPG I love, only on Steam, though. How did they cheat? Sunburn Boy, yeah, so, like, apparently the run that was accepted for Diablo 1 years and years ago, it just turned out that they used multiple different versions of the game, and the run appeared to be spliced. So it wasn't like a complete playthrough. Indie Gamer Retro. Which is against the rules of speedrunning, or at least at the time, you know? Like, the guy edited multiple videos together to make it look like it was one playthrough. Asim leveled up. Yo, strength up? Int up? Luck up? I didn't catch that right away. Somehow no, Sunburn Boy. That's my alarm, everybody. Oh, I gotta take out the trash tonight. Alright, let's do one more battle. No, let's get Pip a level up, then we'll call it. Easily provable if you can get the seed number. Yeah, Chibikami, I guess they just, like, didn't know about stuff back then, though. They just, like, they weren't really aware of how that all worked. Yeah, Dark Matter, just grinding right now. Because I'm having a fun time chatting with my chat. But I do need to get some sleep. Because I have not been doing well at that lately, everybody. So let's get my White Mage one more level up. I love the fighter's little boots. The sprites in this game are cute. Oh, to be a content creator, the struggle is real. It is a little bit, Booker, but, like, everyone's been so generous, and I appreciate all of you, so thank you so much. That said, I'm not in a place where I'm, like, big ballin' yet, you know? Like, I can pay my bills, and that's awesome, you know? That on its own is great. Being able to pay your bills while playing video games on the internet, that's been my goal for such a long time. And I got there, but barely, you know? Rest is important. It's true. I meant me, but I'm glad it's working for you. Booker? I know what you meant. Booker, do you have content on your channel? Appreciate you for streaming today, says Mutant. I so needed your stream today. Thank you. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you. It's not about the games, it's your personality. Hey, Sunburn Boy. Thank you. I do try to make it fun and inclusive and funny and entertaining, and I do have a lot of people say, like, I don't really care what game you play, like, I just like hanging out. And that's nice to hear. No, Booker, I am giving you explicit permission to talk a little bit about what you do on your, like, your YouTube channel here, Booker Plays Games. I'll check it out. If I don't freaking forget, I'll open it in a new tab. How about that? And I'll check it out in a second. You know what? Let's look at it right now. Looks like you're playing Deadly Premonition? I'm looking at Booker Plays Games' channel right now, everybody. Yeah, looks like my channel when I just started. 22 views, 13 views. Those numbers eventually go up. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Let's see. Yeah, some Dragon Ball games too. I'll check you out. Yo, Sunburn Boy with the cool $10. Hey, thank you so much. It helps we share birth dates. Wait, Sunburn Boy, me and you? Have we talked about this? Everyone put a sun and maybe a flame and a boy in the chat for Sunburn Boy. Hey, thank you so much for the cool $10. We got 20 reps to go. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so I guess I have mentioned that multiple times, Stephen H. You know who else shares our birthday? Mog from Final Fantasy VI. May 11th, is that right? Hey, thank you so much for the cool $10. Pip is almost leveled up. And when she does, I will do those 20 shoulder shrugs. By the way, everybody, a lot of people... I said she because I named this character Pip after my cat, Pippin, who is a girl cat. But a lot of people seem to say... They seem to think that the white mage slash white wizard in this game is a female character. What are your thoughts? I always thought it was just an Irish kid. Nothing. And then later when he class changes, you'll see that he's got long, beautiful red hair. And people are like, yeah, that's a girl. And I'm like, oh, I just thought it was just like an Irish guy with beautiful, shining red locks. Brain River, what's going on? Played through the N64 Hercules game a few months ago. Truly an awful game. Yeah, Booker Plays. Looking through your file, it looks like you have a series called the Junk Files, where you play bad games. Is that what I'm seeing? Seems neat. Yo, I got red hair, hence the name. Sunburn Boy, I appreciate you. Yeah, Molly M, who naturally has red hair, is also of Irish descent, and like if she's out in the sun for an hour, she will die. I think 8-Bit Theater put the idea of them being female into a whole generation's minds. Yeah, I guess I kind of forgot about that. In Kink's stream, we go hashtag Sunburn Boy. Yeah, no, I see that, Dracontus. Like, anytime Kink gets a donation, they'll put hashtag that person's name. I like everyone to put emojis that are related to people's names. But sometimes it's hard to come up with one, you know? When it's like just somebody's name. Like, oh, Dave? R. Everyone put a R in the chat, you know? There's no Dave emoji. Or is there? Is level 21 too low for Ice Cave? Dark Matter? No, you can probably do it. Just bring a tent, save right outside. Dagger with the R for the hypothetical Dave R. The Dave emoji conspiracy. Is that a real thing? I hope it is. Dang, it's really hard to level up out here when there's just wolves. Let's go this way. And I see you with the members only emojis there. We will make it a real thing. Yeah, the Dave emoji conspiracy. It'd be fun to have a blitz where we all spam our own emojis. We'll do it at the end of the stream, L6. Currently replaying FF9 for stream. There's so much you can miss in that game. I do have a favorite FF game, Booker. It is Tactics. Thank you for asking. You can see me with a Captain Falcon helmet wearing Chocobo emoji. You mean like, this one? Just gonna change perspectives here for a second. With the Captain Falcon Chocobo who says, show moves. I drew that in MS Paint. Along with this one, of course. You know the one. Oh, I know the one. Oh, Pip leveled up. I totally missed it. Totally was not looking there. Love the story for Tactics. That game is incredible. So much backstabbing and political intrigue, Mutant. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna save the game here. Let's do those last 20 shoulder shrugs. Oh boy, I'm feeling it in my back right now. So thanks for the workout, everybody. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hey, everyone have a good night. Yo, Sunburn Boy, thank you so much. Alright, y'all. I need to go to bed. The New World Order of Fantasy. Yo, Can't Stop the Raj. Did you just show up? I am signing off now. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching me play a little bit of Final Fantasy on the Nintendo NES system. And until next time, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. I'll see you tomorrow. I remember Karma before Muscle Cuts 2023. Sunburn Boy, I was never in like bad shape, but yeah, definitely lately I've been getting more muscle at least. Alright, y'all. I gotta go eat some dinner and then go to bed. Take it easy. And thank you again for being so generous and clicking that like button. And watching Tiny Cat.